Mastering polite choice questions in English. Hello learners, welcome back to our English language learning series. Today, we're taking a step into an interesting and very important area of conversational English, specifically focusing on polite and informal choice questions. We'll dive deep into the section called Polite Language and Expressions. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with various expressions to form polite choice questions in English that will enhance your communication skills, especially in formal settings. So, let's dive right in. Politeness is an essential part of language use, and English is no exception. When asking choice questions, it's important to use polite language. Politeness can be conveyed through certain words, phrases, or even the tone of your voice. For example, the question, "Do you want tea or coffee?" can be made polite by adding, "Excuse me," and "perhaps." So it becomes, "Excuse me, perhaps you'd prefer tea or coffee." Notice the difference? Polite language often involves using indirect language, softening language with adverbs or modal verbs, adding polite words and phrases. Politeness often involves being indirect. Instead of directly asking someone to make a choice, you can suggest that they express their preference. For example, instead of saying, "Do you want to go to the park or the museum?" you could say, "Would you prefer to go to the park or the museum?" Key phrases to make indirect polite choice questions include, "Would you prefer?" "Would you mind?" "Could you possibly?" Another way to make your choice questions more polite is to use modal verbs and adverbs to soften your language. This can make your question sound less direct and more considerate. For example, you can soften the question, "Do you want to go now or later?" by saying, "Could you possibly prefer to leave now, or would it be better later?" Key elements to soften language include could, possibly, perhaps, might. Finally, adding polite words and phrases is another way to make your choice questions more polite. Some of these include, "Please," "If you don't mind," "Excuse me," "I was wondering." For example, "Do you want to eat now or later?" can be transformed into, "Excuse me, I was wondering if you'd like to eat now or perhaps later." To wrap up, using polite language in choice questions isn't just about manners. It's about creating a respectful and considerate environment in the conversation. Remember, it's all about using indirect language, softening your tone, and sprinkling in those polite words and phrases. It's these subtle changes that make a big difference. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Keep practicing, and you'll master the art of forming polite choice questions in English in no time. Until next time, happy learning!